Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is another layout using the Dear Lizzie documentary collection. This background paper is called Party Animal, and I'm starting off by using white gesso and an old gift card to get the most thinnest layer possible so that it also dries very quickly. This is my last page from this collection. I'm sorry to see it go. And now I'm using my Brights collection from Faber-Castell. These are gelatos that I got at Michael's. And I am using the colors Bubblegum, Lavender, and Passion Fruit. They're all in this collection. And again, they're the Brights. They came out with like 3 sets if you've been to Michael's recently. One's called the Brights, one's Metallics, and then one is like, what's the other one called? Pastels. That's the 3. So pastels, metallics, and brights. And of course, I get the brights. So here I'm using the ever so popular packaging technique and adding water. And then just to get a little bit more vibrancy to the colors, I add the gelatos and little swirls directly on the paper that already has the gesso on it. And I just want to blend the colors out so that I get a nice kind of magenta wash on my page. This was like the color that was seen also throughout, like this magenta kind of red blood Merlot color, which I really did like. And then I'm going in with, I think it's called Bright Red from the collection, just to kind of have the pinks and the purples and the red blend together. Again, just using the packaging technique, and in order to enhance this color further, now I'm going to break out my Lindy Stamp Gang mists. You saw me haul these recently, so I'm using, what is it called? Hottie Toddy Patati Hot Pink, and then the other one is called Magnolia Magenta Gold. Both together, again, add to that kind of magenta, red, pinky wine color that is seen in this collection, which I like. And now you see me favoring kind of the right and bottom half of the page, because where I've left it rather blank is where I do want to where I am eventually adding my photo. I still add some paint splatter, not paint splatter, some of the splatter from the mists, because I love splatter. I mean, isn't it a trend right now? We're all doing a bit of paint splatter on our layouts. So I am going through all of the scraps that I have left over from my previous layouts. I think I got through maybe like 7 layouts or so. For me, it's kind of funny. I don't seem to be able to stretch out kits or collections because I do like using as many as I can for background sheets, and I just hate cutting up paper like 12 by 12. I mean, I do, but that's why I get the 6 by 6 pads for layering and stuff, because I want to use all the 12 by 12s as background papers usually. Is that funny, or am I odd? So usually, like, if I buy, like, 8 of my most favorite from a collection, I truly want to get about 8 layouts from it. Like, I very rarely want to cut one up. I know, I'm odd like that. Because I always see design team members, and the kits come with like 8 layouts like everyone else, and they're like, oh, I got 17 layouts from my kit. I have never gotten 17 layouts from a subscription kit. I just don't know how to make it stretch like that. I really do like conserve my uses, I guess. Does anyone else like that? Anyways, back to my layout. You see me thumbing through my 6 by 6 paper pad so that I can really go to town on a lot of layering. I mean, I think I use at the end of all of the layering probably a good 10 different pattern papers, which I'm happy about actually, because I never really do that. I usually should go for a tight white mat or a tight black mat. And oh, sorry, I forgot about this. That's my new dog, everyone. If you follow me on Instagram, I adopted a new dachshund, and that was his little head. He sits on my lap right now. He likes to be next to me the whole time, so he's on my lap as I've been doing this layout, and so he does peek out a little bit from time to time as I'm doing this. Not the best thing in the world, but I don't want to deny him time with me right now. I want him to feel very welcomed. So anyway, back to me going to town on layering. Usually I do a very minimal amount, but I'm trying to get brave because I see so many beautiful layouts done with so much layering of these gorgeous pattern papers that I really, really want to get brave and start adding more layers to each layout. And so that's really what I was trying to do here. And I'm just thumbing through even the scraps I have in the 6x6 in order to achieve that look. So I do like the end result on that as well. And like I said, I'm going to put that paper right where I kind of left it blank and didn't do too much mixed media in that upper left-hand region. So that's how that one goes. I just, you know, try everything and see how I like. I cut things in half. I add a little strip. I'm really trying to learn. So yeah, so after this layout, I have no more full-size 12 by 12. I just have a few die cuts and a few 6x6 pattern papers left. So we'll see how I utilize the rest of it in a layout in the future. And so I'm just tucking behind these little like ticket looking ones. And I do believe that's where it kind of goes with. Yeah. Okay, so adhering it down, you can see all the messy layers, and trying to use up this sticker sheet as well. I hoarded the florals in this package, but I do utilize both of them in this layout, and those fun little pinwheels as well. The picture I'm scrapping is actually still a picture from my New York trip when I went and saw my mom, well, my sister, but I went with my mom. And so that's the picture that I'm scrapping. The love, smile, and laugh that you see on the right side of the layout are die cuts from Hobby Lobby that I recently picked up, and I did them in black cardstock so they really would pop on the page. And the fancy free and all the little dies you see are all from the collection. And there you see little Kobe's nose and Kobe's little paws in the layout. He's just curious, and I know you saw him jump on the table before too. The reason why I named him Kobe is because of his vertical jump, and I do follow basketball, so Kobe Bryant has a nice vertical. That's how he got his little name. So he can literally jump onto my desk from the floor. He can do like a 3-foot jump easily, and he's a dachshund. I don't know how he does it. So again, just adding some stickers, and I wanted to add this hello sticker to the bottom to have like a little cluster down below. Kind of blends into the background, which I kind of like, but I like the gold foiling as the accent. You're going to see me struggle with that green little bird. I'm going to move it like 4 more times. Watch. It's hilarious. I just wanted to use the green bird, and I didn't know where to put him. The ampersand is from the sticker sheet as well, but the only thing that's not from the sticker sheet are the live, smile, and laugh. Again, I used my Cuttlebug and a set of dies from Hobby Lobby. There's Kobe's little head. What else? I tried adding thread, gold thread. I didn't like it, so I took it off. And then I'm using my new fine liners. I just called these 2, and now I get to use a fine liner for these detailed gluing areas. Here I am moving the bird. Silly bird. I could not find a home for you. I do end up putting it on the bottom left corner of the picture, but because it just felt like it blended away too much with the floral and then down below. The struggles with trying to utilize one particular sticker. It's quite hilarious. And there goes Kobe again. So sorry about this, guys. Swear, didn't ruin anything. He didn't eat anything either in the making of this layout. He just sniffs. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you can or would like to have be updated on my videos. And give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye.